What's up, y'all? Your boy Shaydo in the building, and I want to welcome you to another edition of Is It Real? You know what I'm saying? The show. Before you go, you come ask Shaydo. Never go steer you wrong. You know what I'm saying? And tonight's feature film is Ant-Man. That's right. Marvel Studios have done it again with another great hit from the Marvel collection with Ant-Man and the Wasp. Hopefully you saw the first Ant-Man, which was dope. I mean, it really set it off with, Paul Rudd, Michael Peña, Michael Douglas. I mean, Tip Harris, T.I. Man, it was a great cast, great ensemble, and it worked for the first one, and it worked again in this second one. You're gonna love this movie. Even if you know nothing about the Ant-Man story or anything, you're gonna be rolling because it's a hilarious movie. And kudos to Michael Douglas because he's such a profound actor, and you could tell he was trying to bring real credit to the movie and give it that drama, that really serious, intense vibe into the movie that that will give the movie some grit. And then Paul Rudd would just do something stupid or silly. He's like, you gotta toss your hands out. So that's what I gather from it. I have a feeling that Michael Douglas may agree with me on that. But anyway, you guys, just keep it moving because of the storyline of this movie was great. It was really good. It wasn't, I didn't find it to be redundant of the first one at all. I liked how they picked up the pieces and continued on the storyline and not tried to repeat anything from the first one, which is really good. They kind of stepped it up and advanced with some of their thinking of the storyline, which I like the progression, elevating the suits, elevating the thoughts of the whole quantum process and things like that and of that nature. I thought was really phenomenal, and kudos to Marvel for getting it right and getting it done. Kudos to Paul Rudd because he had his hand in writing this script as well as acting in it. So once again, props to him. This movie, I'm telling you, it's funny. You're gonna be rolling. The CGI in this movie, it's Marvel, man. It was really good. I'm super picky. I found maybe 1-2 things that was really just but I don't want to give them away. But other than that, the CGI was pretty much immaculate. You're gonna love this whole storyline. I love that once again, even if you knew the characters, they really brought in newer characters and they gave you much more of a feel or a vibe to some newer characters, and they built up their storyline so you can kind of intertwine with them as well and embody and embrace what they're going through in their struggles. And a lot of movies don't do that. They just kind of skip and jump into it and just go straight into the story. And these guys they did some great character building once again. So Marvel Studios, tip my hat. So I'm gonna give this movie, that Tillamook shark, man. This movie is on point. It was really good, you know what I'm saying? Yum, yum, yum. Get it. Go see it at the movies, or you definitely wait for the Blu-ray, but I go see it at the movies. It's funny. Do both. Yeah, I can't wait to own it and add it to my collection. Alright, you guys. Let's go ahead and keep it moving. I got some oldies but goldies, and tonight's oldies but goldies are a not too distant for our movie, Lakeview Terrace. I don't know if you guys remember this movie. This is a good one with Samuel L. Jackson, Kerry Washington, and I think Patrick Wilson is his name. Yeah, and 2 young newlyweds move into a neighborhood and move next to Samuel Jackson. He's an LA police officer, kind of tightly wound, mad at the world, and just aggressively starts annoying his neighbors. Like, he was not the best neighbor, y'all. Woo. It was cool to see Samuel Jackson in a role like this, because normally he's like that in between, like, neutral guy or like a really good guy. So it was cool to see him go dark for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool. I think you'll dig it. And this one right here, get ready to start laughing. Napoleon Dynamite. Oh man, this movie is hilarious, man. Uncle Rico, you gotta let it go. Those years are gone. Anyway, man, Napoleon, man, this whole movie is, I'm sure you've heard of so many taglines from it. Vote for Pedro. That's all from this movie. Yes, and believe it or not, they filmed it right here in Oregon. So yeah, watch this movie. You'll be rolling, man. It's funny. Good movie. Anyway, you guys, I want to thank you once again for tuning in to another edition of Is It Real? The show before you go, you ask Shaydo. And I will see you guys at the movies. Oh, important fact though, before I go away, stay to the end of the credits. Yes, at the end, there's more stuff. After initial credits and at the very end, just to let you know. Yes, you will enjoy. Anyway, you guys, until then, I'll see you at the movies. So peace.